Choose Gateway Metro. Visit gogmfcu.org.
James Thomas, Morning Blend. I'm here today with Jay Lewis from Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union. How are you?
Pretty good. Yourself?
I'm doing really good.
Good.
So tell us, who is Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union?
Well, we're a credit union located here in Missouri and Illinois. We stretch both sides of the river. We were founded in 1935. There's several credit unions were founded in 1935. I would say we're probably one of the longest or oldest businesses in the downtown area. I mean, we were founded amongst the employees from Southwestern Bell back in the day,
Wow.
you know, with Alexander Graham Bell. I mean, almost back that far.
Yeah.
But now known as AT&T, and we're local with 8 locations throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area.
That includes the metropolitan, you say the east side?
We stretch as far over as Swansea, Illinois, soon to be Shiloh, Illinois, and as far west as St. Peters. So we go both sides of the river.
So tell us some of the things that you guys do.
We pretty much do about anything that you ever need it with a financial institution. I mean, we're just as robust with our services as Bank of America. We have banking just as you would have for your checking, savings accounts, certificates, and we even have an investor that can help our members make some investment decisions if they needed to.
That's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, it's great service, free service for our members.
Right.
And that's some of the difference between us being a credit union as opposed to a bank. We're a financial cooperative, so our corporate structure is a little bit different than a bank's would be. We answer to our members, where a bank answers to their stockholders. And I'm not saying that's bad or good. It's just differences in the way our structure is. So anyway, we've been here for some time. Have several locations. We have 8 locations in that stretch from Swansea to St. Peters. And you pretty much can get access to any kind of service that you would need.
Now you're talking about members. You have a special program that you have for your employees and members, right?
Well, we have a special committee that we have for our employees that deals with issues or items that are important to them, and sometimes it overlaps to what our members are affected to as well. And I think you're referring to our Butterfly Project.
Yes.
So the Butterfly Project here in St. Louis for us as Gateway Metro Federal Credit Union is made up of a group of employees that listen to what other issues some of our employees have experienced in their life. For instance, I may have came from a broken home, or I may have had to battle with cancer, or I may have other life events that take place. Well, our committee listens to the employees, and the employees then nominate these type of organizations for us to raise money for. So it brings important issues to light, but they're important issues that have affected our employees, and sometimes it's affected our members as well. Just like I said, cancer is always a big one that comes up every year, and there needs to be money raised for that type of research.
You did one on pets one time?
Yeah, we did one on pets as well. We have an employee that he fosters dogs and takes care of dogs, and so he wanted his organization nominated, so he nominated, and the committee selected it a couple years ago. And the organization is called Needy Paws. And Needy
I like
Paws,
that, yeah.
Needy Paws, because they are at needs, they look for individuals to help foster dogs that, before they get sent to the pound or possibly euthanized, they want to try to find another loving home for these animals to get to. We have an employee that was affected by epilepsy. And she nominated that organization, the Epileptic Society here in St. Louis, and so we adopted that organization one year and raised money for that organization. So because it's important things to the employee, something affected them. So when it affects our employees, just as it should be for any employer, when it's something that's affecting your employees and they have trouble focusing on their daily work, their daily life, it becomes our concern as well. So if we can do something little to help some of these organizations, then it's all that more important.
How can our viewers help in that aspect?
Well, as far as the Butterfly Project, we adopt an organization each year. So last year we actually adopted a Faith Family Children's Home, and they are actually based out of Farmington, Missouri. But they take in troubled teens from all over the region, whether it's in Illinois or Missouri, that have either broken homes from drugs, broken homes that mom and dad just don't want them anymore, don't love them anymore. It could be that their parents have been arrested, they're no longer have a home to go to. They take these youth, and again, it was an organization from an employee that he worked with on a weekly basis and said, hey, would you adopt this organization? So, so with the Butterfly Project, you know, we adopt these organizations, we bring the information to the community, the St. Louis community, because not only are we a financial institution in the community, we want to do something, give back to the community as well. And I think that sets us a little bit different than some of these other institutions here in St. Louis.
I think there's something else that's going to separate for you from the other institutions is in the next couple of weeks, you're still coming back on the show, and we're going to
Yes.
do some
Right.
talking about financial literacy, right?
Right, right. So in order to kind of follow up with the Butterfly Project, go to our website, gogmfcu.org, and I think you're going to be running some links to our website as well. But the Butterfly Project, within our branches, we always try to bring awareness to issues, and that then allows our members to be a component to that community involvement and giving back to the community. So this year we're actually adopting another organization. Here in a couple weeks we'll have them maybe on with us.
That would be great.
And we could talk to them as well. And I mentioned the Needy Paws. Needy Paws is a great organization. We maybe have someone from that organization.
I'd love to have them on.
So, and with dogs.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah. Right, right.
James Thomas, Jay Lewis, we'll be back next week.
All right.
Definitely.
Sounds great.